Welcome back, everybody. Not sure what episode this is, but we are picking up exactly where we left off from the last episode with 31 litres of fuel and a plan to get as close as we can. I've probably stretched my fuel supplies a little bit too much to make sure I got this watchtower done. Wasted a bit of fuel trying to drag a Chevy Kodiak truck out of a swamp, and this Chevy pickup truck wasn't heavy enough to do it. I think it had the power to do it, but it just wasn't heavy enough to do it. So I'm going to be trying to get back to fuel when I've only got 29 now litres of fuel available for the trip, because I've got myself a little bit far away. What's that doing there? Oh, I bet that's one of the machinery parts. We picked up a mission in the town, missing machinery, and I think you have to come in with a crane, a loading crane, and pick those up, put them on your truck, and take them back to town somewhere. Let's get out of here. I can't be wasting time. I've got to keep moving, and it is nice looking sunset coming in. It's nice for me. It's aesthetically pleasing, but it makes the game a bit dark for YouTube, unfortunately. Lights are not effective at the moment because it's not quite dark enough for the lights to show up. Right, let's accelerate a bit. So we're burning between 2.5 and 4 litres per minute, and we've got 26 litres in the tank. See how close we can get. We're not going to get all the way to the garage because there's a bridge down. We're going to get as close as we can to that bridge, park up, and get the Fleet Star. I missed the turn in there almost. Silly boy. Get the Fleet Star to come and do the task required to fix the bridge. I'm finding it, obviously this is the reason I've done this, but I'm finding it very different to campaign mode because you have to make do with the vehicles that are available, and you probably get more mileage in a vehicle before you, in campaign mode with all of the DLCs, just switch to something that's a bit more exotic or variety, or just switch into a different cab because you can. Whereas in hard mode, where you don't have all of those high-end trucks delivered into your garage for free as part of the DLC, the starter trucks that you get in Michigan last a lot longer, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to do this, is that I felt the progression of a fully DLC enabled campaign mode save just a little bit too easy. It says gas that way. Yeah, that's the way I want. That's cool. I was just slightly distracted by that pickup point, but I think that's the warehouse telling me in the distance that it's there. So 19 litres. Slightly lost the track there. Right, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Because we're at the broken bridge, and with 15 litres left, engine off, handbrake on. With 15 litres left, once the bridge has been repaired, we should be able to get to that fuel station. And if not, we'll take a bit of fuel out of the truck that repairs the bridge. So what we need to do now is get the Fleet Star back over this side of the map, ideally with a trailer. So what trailers have I dropped off? What do I need for that first bridge? That's this one, isn't it? I think I've got the task for that. Yeah. So let's start tracking that. So we need concrete blocks and metal beams for that bridge. And I believe, although I could get metal beams there, I can get metal beams and concrete blocks here. And we've got a trailer that we left. So we've got a 2-slot trailer here. What's on this trailer? Oh, that is concrete blocks. That's concrete blocks, and they're also already there, close to the bridge. So that changes my plan a little bit. I was going to go to the factory to get the concrete blocks, but actually all I need to do is grab a steel beam in the town, because that's where the Fleet Star is. Yeah, grab a steel beam in the town, drive up to the fuel station, grab that long trailer, the ramped flatbed, and take it to the bridge point. Let's put some lights on. Not driving around in the dark, complaining about how you'll find it hard to see things on YouTube because it's dark, and then not having lights on. And this time we will handbrake on. We will request metal beams, but we'll put them on the loading platform because this vehicle has a loading crane on it. Crane mode, and that saves us $150. The stabilization legs with the crane are down. That's quite a stretch for that little crane, but we'll see how it goes. Attached. Up. In. dragging it a little bit closer because we need to get leverage on our side. There we go. Now we can lift it. Pull it in a little bit further. Rotate the load. And while we're doing the rotate, start swinging the arm. Put it back in a little bit more. Swing the arm past that building. Try not to knock the building down at the same time as trying not to damage our truck. Rotate the load a bit more. Perfect bit of crane work. Right. Out of that mode. Restore the crane. Pack the cargo. Perfect. So that, I don't know, what did that take? 3 minutes? 4 minutes? And it saved us $150. So the equation time is money. I'm not quite sure where that 150 stacks up just yet. I also don't know, so that would have been 150 to load metal beams, which are a 2-slot cargo item. So I don't know if that means that if you're like picking up bricks, which are a 1-slot cargo item, would that charge you 75 per slot? Or is it a flat 150 and therefore loading up 2 lots of bricks would be 300? I don't know. We'll find that out at some point. This point, I'm going to put this back in first person. I forgot that we painted this orange when we were using it before. I'm not going to refuel here because I know I can get fuel from the tank at the fuel station for free. So we left another trailer here when we were doing the fallen power line task, and I haven't really got anywhere that I want to put it, but I don't like leaving it just in the middle of the road because it's a hazard. So I think I'll pick it up and take it to the rough area of the garage and just leave it somewhere a little bit less obnoxious. Because 2-slot trailers are really useful. I'm sure I will have a use for it, maybe even soon, because 2 slots on the lorry, at the moment, the type of lorries I've got access to, or trucks I've got access to, 2 slots on the truck and 2 slots on a trailer is quite manoeuvrable compared to some of the bigger trailers. So you could choose to have a articulated lorry in UK speak, or a semi-truck in American speak. You could choose to have that, but it's less manoeuvrable with the longer trailer, whereas this is 4 units of cargo that can snake its way through twisty roads and tracks a bit easier than some of the bigger trailers. So I'll probably leave this parked somewhere near the garage. I'm not going to try and reverse it. I just forget it. When we're using semis that don't have a dolly on them, we probably will be fine to do most basic types of reversing. But with these dollies, the thing goes all over the place. It's crazy. A mad idea. See, that's not done too bad, pulling that weight of the beams. I haven't even put it into all-wheel drive. The weight of the beams plus that trailer up this hill. I'll put it in all-wheel drive now because it was just struggling a bit at the end, but relatively impressed. That did alright. Maybe I will take a slight detour here and drop the trailer on this piece of side ground. Where it's easy to pick up whenever I need it. But it's out of the way. And then board, grab some fuel out of the tanker. Another dolly trailer, but it's a 4-slot one. It can take 4 slots of cargo, so it's quite a lot bigger than the other one. But we now have everything that's needed to fix the bridge, and then once we fix the bridge, we'll have to find somewhere to put this trailer, because again, it's kind of a, for me, I know plenty of people will mock my inability to reverse dolly trailers, but for me, dolly trailers are forward only. Within reason, if there's a tiny little bit of straight line reversing, then they're alright, but as soon as you got to maneuver it, the help from the power pole. Pretty dark. Back in the cab. Ratio auto box. And we're there. Cargo management. Unload the beams. And then unload the concrete blocks. And that's the bridge. I know it's dark, I know you can't see that very well. Apologies. But that's another little bit of money coming. And XP. How's the XP looking now? Okay, so we need nearly 600. No. Nearly 800. For level 5. Right, I've got to find somewhere to put this trailer. Yeah, there's no way I'm backing it down out of that. If I was a good driver, I'd pull it forward a bit, reverse the tail of it into that little canyon area, and just turn it around and go back and drop it back at the petrol station. But I'm not a good enough driver for that. But I just don't want it left on the road. So I'm going to pull it through here. There's the Chevy, which we'll pick up in a minute and take back to the petrol station to fill it up. I suppose I could take this down to the logging area, not too far from us. It's a little way around the corner. Up the other roadblock. Yeah. Of course, the trailer has no monetary value to me. It's just that it might save me buying another trailer later on, so that's its value. It's not something that I can sell for anything. Well, I can't sell it at all, so I can either delete it or park it out the way somewhere. I'm not sure that counts as being out of the way, but we'll see. That's going to do for now. And then this one, this rocks thing needed roadblock, start tracking, 2 lots of service parts, and I can get that from the warehouse. And from where I am, back here, we'll cross this saddle over the ridge, down here into the warehouse. What's that trailer? That's an empty 2-slot trailer there as well. So if I could have backed it up, I would have just taken that trailer down and left it at the warehouse, because that's probably one of the places it might be useful if I ever need to pick something up that's 4 slots from the warehouse. But no, for now I'll leave it where it is. So we'll take the Fleet Star to the warehouse and get this other road unblocked. Start spinning. Didn't understand why, because I didn't think I'd gone off road enough to cause that, but I keep forgetting highway tyres. Don't think level 4 will have unlocked better tyres for me just yet. I should probably check that. And there was one more upgrade that we unlocked. at the end of the last episode where we got the final watchtower, it showed us an upgrade that we should go and get. I don't know what vehicle it's for, but on the chance that it's maybe for either this vehicle or the Chevy pickup truck, it could be useful. All-wheel drive. So we need 2 service parts, and the truck has a 2-slot bed, so we should be able to do this in one trip. I just paused then because I was remarking about that water, but it's not a great angle for it. That stream looked really good, water physics looked good on it. But with the lighting and the angle of the truck, probably you guys couldn't see that much anyway. So generally on a map, priority for me is get the watchtower so you can see what's going on and fix any broken roads. But and then get upgrades. And upgrades and fixing roads are kind of interlinked because sometimes you need to fix a road to get to an upgrade. But generally, watchtowers, upgrades and roads are the priority. And here we are on the first map. Not even finished that because we've done a few side tasks to get some money, but really getting the roads done early would have benefited us, I think. Bit of asphalt road into the warehouse. So we will find out here whether or not auto load for a 1-slot item like service parts costs 75 or 150. And brake on. So, if we wanted to do auto load, we need service parts. Yeah, so it's 150, so it's 150 per item. So therefore, that would be 300, I assume, to load 2 lots of it. But we're not going to do that. We're going to say, give us... We've got to do them one at a time, fair enough. Roll it forward a little bit, just so the angle's a bit better. Handbrake. And deploy crane. Ooh, help if I put the legs down on the crane lorry. I'm going to tip on the side at the loading bay. That's that one. Out of there. Cargo management. Load another one onto the loading bay. Crane. Put the legs down when I'm straight, and then I won't be leaning before I even start. And that'll do. Because when we come out of there, we can restore the crane and pack the cargo. And it sorts itself out. And it's now daylight for the return trip over the saddle of that ridge. Let's just make sure we know exactly where that is. It's there, there, and that's the task. Stick into all-wheel drive now that we're in the sticky stuff. And probably work a diff lock on as well. This would fly up here with the right tyres on. But it isn't actually doing too bad considering it has got those highway tyres, so there's quite a lot of wheel spin going on to make any headway. Coming up to that water, and the lighting is a bit better, so let's have a little look. Engine off. Let's take a moment. Now, I think, I don't know what you guys think. I think whichever developer got the job of doing water and making a stream that looks like actual running water, rather than a lot of games that just have an animated flat surface that happens to shine a little bit. To me, that looks like proper running water. That looks brilliant. And I say, whichever developer got the job of doing that, bravo, you did a good job. That looks remarkable. Very cool indeed. There you go, that's my little developer props for the episode. Moment. It looked good in the dark going the other way. So I had to pause and have a proper look at it coming back this way. Right, so it's right turn here and just follow the road to the rock slide. Diff lock off because we're on a hard surface again. Yeah, I'm bound to come careening around that corner at some point and hit that trailer if I don't move it. Nice extra bit of money, so I'm up to the 10,000 balance now. And have opened the road. So the spare parts, we found one of the boxes there, I believe. There's another one by the look of it. So they're just boxes dropped in the wilderness. But I'm not going to do that one at the moment. What shall we do next? I am going to... I want to get that trailer out. And put it back somewhere more sensible. I am going to... put the Fleet Star out the way. As in not in the middle of the road. Probably back it up near that trailer. We may take the opportunity at some point to move the trailer and the truck boat for somewhere else. But I think what we're going to do first is handbrake, engine off, jump over to the Chevy pickup truck, which we left low on fuel, but now that the bridge is fixed, we should hopefully be able to take it with the remaining 15 litres back to the fuel station and fuel up. Should be able to make that. Let's just run this corner. And then we're going to take this truck and get the final grade on this map, which we uncovered at the end of the last episode when we did the watchtower. Right, this fuel station ahead, we can see it. We've got 14 litres to get there. At about 10 litres, the engine will start coughing and spluttering as the simulation says the fuel pickup in the fuel tank is struggling because depending on the orientation of your vehicle you may be picking up air, not fuel. But we didn't quite get that low. Look at that, look. Just hit the red as we got to the fuel tank. Good job. Refuel. Fill it right up. And then, now that we've got roads open, this will be a bit easier. I don't really remember how to get there. Probably follow the road around until we get to here. And then see what the terrain looks like coming through here to get that upgrade. Yeah. Turn off that track quest because we don't need to do that. Moment. It's just distracting. Probably should have hit the garage in this and put the SnowRunner gearbox in it. But let's see what this upgrade is, because it may be for the same vehicle. Steady outlay. Yeah, that's gotta go. I can't leave that part there. So I come around that corner in a big truck with a heavy load. I wouldn't have been able to stop the way I just did in this little pickup. So we've just cleared the obstacle of this road. But the team need to get a broom out and clear the rocks off the road. It's just, those rocks will just stay there every time we reload. I'd love to be able to come through with a bulldozer and just push the rocks off the road and have them stay off the road for the next time we come back. Right. Let's just, we're going off piste. I just want to see if that was a track that we were just looking at. Looks like it's been a bit of a track, doesn't it? Yeah, looks like the remains of a track or something. Yeah, that's not too bad a pickup, is it? Too bad a location to get to. So far. A little bit of wading, but we've got a snorkel, so this shouldn't be too hard. Not for this truck, but it's an engine upgrade. Popular engine, sporting increased power output, reliability and acceleration, less fuel efficient. And it fits the Fleet Star. And it also fits the Chevy Kodiak that we haven't picked up yet, and the GMC. So we could make all three vehicles more powerful with that upgrade. But the Fleet Star is obviously the one we're using at the moment, so the Fleet Star is the one that gets it first. And I think that now means that we've got all of the upgrades on this map done. Which is a fairly good achievement. I'm going to pull that Chevy truck out really, because I don't remember enough about it to know whether it's a useful truck for us. Tasks, what are the contracts looking like? Bricks, planks and beams to the farm. That might be the next thing we want to do. Next episode. Because these contracts, which are the main, I would say, are the main quest items, are the one they give better XP. Yes, you have to deliver multiple things for them, but they give decent XP. And whereas the other stuff we've been doing so far has been mostly side tasks. That clearing roads and things is always useful, but some of the side tasks aren't as useful as doing the main stories. Let's get this Chevy back out to the road, and then I'll probably end the episode there and drive it back to the garage off cam. Right. Very muddy Chevy, but with a fancy paint job. Yeah, I'm going to leave the episode there because that's long enough. There's nothing I can achieve in the next few minutes that makes it worth pushing it over the 50 minutes. I will put this one in the can, get ready to edit it up, but it's in a queue now because I've got, I think, 3 episodes recorded that haven't been published yet. I need to get editing and publishing, I suppose, but I'm enjoying playing too much. Anyway, thank you very much, as always, and I will see you in the next episode, hopefully. Cheers.